Hi Scorpio, welcome to Stormy Goat Tarot. My name is Kat. Thank you so much for tuning in to your monthly check-in video. Now these videos or readings are meant to correspond or complement the general monthly readings held at the beginning of the month. So if you haven't checked that out for yourself, Scorpio, yet, feel free to pop on over either right before you watch this video or immediately after, just to see if there are any themes or any messages that cross over between the two readings. It doesn't necessarily have to be connected. This could just be another way, more guidance to round out the end of your month if you're in a different place energetically, since energy is fluid. But we'll see once we dive in and take a little bit of a deeper look at things. I also want to disclaim that, again, these are considered general readings, so not every detail or part of the story is going to line up with your own specific situation. And that's perfectly fine and okay. Just apply what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person who needs to hear that part of the message. Some of this may apply to you, all of it may apply to you, and also none of it may apply to you, and that's perfectly okay and normal. Should nothing resonate, feel free to check out any of your other sign placements, any of my other videos, since most of my messages are deemed timeless. And with that being said, and before actually jumping into the reading, I have included a natal chart calculator for you to figure out your own natal chart, so you have that on reference for yourself in case you need it. And now we can jump right into it, Scorpio. Happy late birthday to all of the November Scorpios. Again, it's kind of a final salutations to your season 2. I'm filming this on the second to last day of Scorpio season. It has been a deep one. It always is, Scorpio. I've kind of been in my own cave, processing things, creating things, coming up with new ideas, and it's been fun, just as with most deep dives and work within Scorpio season, very, very individual, so not too much collaboration, but that's what Sagittarius season's for, which I'm very excited about sparking this weekend. Just gonna get a couple oracle cards to get energies in and around you, Scorpio. What energies are in and around my Scorpios for the remainder of November 2021, please? What energies are in and around my Scorpios for the remainder of November 2021, please, Spirit? This guy wants to come out. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. Wouldn't pick any other card for you, Scorpio. Taking, of course, some extra time to be alone with yourself. Getting to know yourself on that intimate level. Another card that just came out is power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. Rekindling a passion, possibly too, or reminding yourself of something to stay on track. What other energies in and around my Scorpios are there for the remainder of November 2021, please? Any other messages? Oh. With the Divine Mother, nurturing compassion and grace. There's a sense of intimacy here, Scorpio. A definite need and feeling of taking care of yourself and putting that fully at the forefront of your to-do list. Bottom of the deck here, we also have achievement, effort plus intention, really sticking to your guns, which is kind of what I was feeling for you in connection with your first message at the beginning of the month, which kind of held a little bit of an attitude that you had to kind of be the bigger person in a situation, command the respect that you knew that you've earned, that you know that you've earned and deserve, but also not sinking to another person's level or another group of people's level. Which again, you're doing the right thing, Scorpio. You're doing right by yourself. But that's not easy all the time, is it? What I always find interesting about this card here is it has a lot of really, really potent animal totems. We have snake, we have deer here. We have tusk that could be elephant. We have eagle. We have, let's see. Can't quite tell if that's a bear claw there. But anywho, all of these powerful animal totems, and then here at the base here, we have these two swans. And to me, that's a reminder that even though we have ferocity, we have fierceness with this tiger here, and power, like the passion that comes from that sacral, creative, fiery energy. And yet we have these two creatures that are associated with so much gentleness, so much grace almost. And it's a reminder that power over difficulty doesn't have to be barreling through an objective or barreling through a blockage. Sometimes what's called for, and sometimes this is the hardest thing to do in these circumstances, is maintaining composure and grace during times of difficulty, during times when we are being tested. All right, let's jump into your tarot, Scorpio. What a big personal message for me too, and if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my post when I posted my 2 oracle cards for the month of November. There's been a big call for me personally to move through life with grace and to live intentionally, not through reaction. And that's kind of a flavor of what I'm getting here, especially with achievement on the bottom of the deck. Don't let somebody else paint the picture for you, Scorpio. Not that you'd let them. What messages are there for Scorpio for the remainder of November 2021? What messages are there for Scorpio? Oh, right off the bat. Page of Cups. Keeping an open heart, moving forward with an offer. But all in all, proceeding with an open heart or intending to. Blockage is the 8 of Pentacles, but maybe that's easier said than done. At the root, we have the 8 of Cups, the Shadow Cast, the Knight of Cups. Immediate past, we have the World. Immediate future, we have the Hierophant. With this Hierophant here and then this full moon behind this Divine Mother card here, I feel like the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus that we have going on, which is today or this morning as I'm filming this, I feel like that's going to play a major role in influencing you and also in assisting you energetically in getting out of this funk. Because I'm not saying that you've slowed down or stopped pursuing anything that you've intended on, Scorpio. I don't quite see that so much. I do see you discouraged, though, disheartened. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 8 of Swords. The illusion of being trapped, of being stuck. We also have 3 8s here with the Eight of Pentacles, Cups, and Swords. Because there is movement, and it's inspired movement because you know that where you're at is not where you're supposed to be. I actually really like that we're starting with the Page of Cups here and then the Shadow Cast, which is basically, the root to me is kind of the motivation for this blockage or why you're in the initial position that you're in. The Shadow Cast is kind of what's being done because of that motive, which is the Knight of Cups. It's the passage into another chapter. A chapter that's been closing with this world in reverse. Or, wow, it's not in reverse. It's in the immediate past. Don't know where that came from. But I actually like a lot of this because with the number of eights we have, there is definitive movement forward, especially with the Knight of Cups present. There's a pursuit from the heart, a drive and need for fulfillment at the heart level. And with the Eight of Pentacles here is the blockage. I'm not necessarily seeing this as a block. I'm not seeing this as work that still needs to be done. I just feel like there's more work to be done in order to get you exactly from where you're at to something new. And this could be moving out. This could be moving out on your own if you're in a situation that's not so great, a roommate or family situation that's not in your favor. This could also be with jobs, definitely, with the Eight of Pentacles here. And moving on to something that's more fulfilling for you, something or someone that does appreciate your work and your talents and what you bring to a team. There's no blockage from that, but there definitely needs to be more work done. Whether that's assessing yourself, exactly what it is that you're seeking, or just more work, period, as far as sticking it out. And why this might be actually a little bit more considered a blockage is it might just turn into a situation where it's wash, rinse, repeat. It's so cyclic, it's so repetitive that you can't help but fall into it. But this chapter is closing for you, not Taurus, okay? You could have Taurus in your chart. Maybe pay attention to or watch the not Scorpio. Wow. You're Scorpio. I just said Taurus. Wow. I am just botching this. But if you have Taurus in your chart, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you could be. Feel free to watch their check-in and see if that resonates. I think I have Taurus on the brain because of this Hierophant here. Because I feel, Scorpio, like you're not entirely sure what lies ahead for you if you were to leave this situation or to pursue something else or someone else. The Hierophant in the immediate future, though, is to trust in faith. To have faith that you're going to be guided towards, or that spirit will be involved in some way in this next step. It may even be a path or in a direction where someone has advised you. Right. Energy moving forward with this part 2 here. Your perspective moving forward is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Uh-oh. With the Two of Swords in reverse. Hopes and fears. We've got the Six of Pentacles, with the potential outcome being the Chariot. Fortunately for this, I feel like you know that you are still in the planning stages. You realize that nothing can happen absolutely right now, which it would be really great. It would be a great synchronicity, actually, if the not Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands showed up here. That would have been kind of my confirmation or green light that you were definitely moving forward. But I feel like you're definitely in more of a planning phase right now, of figuring out the way forward or the best method moving forward. There might also be physical obligations, either financial or just physical. Maybe you have a property or even people or a family to maintain before you can actually take action towards making this change, transitioning between jobs. So while you realize that there's definitely steps that need to be taken, you just as much realize that there's not a whole lot of wiggle room for you right now. And that's okay, Scorpio. You've never been opposed to working behind the scenes, investigating everything and anything that you could do in this situation. And probably the biggest thing that I would recommend is just keeping the faith in divine timing. Knowing that much more, that when the moment is right, the moment will be right. Because with the Two of Swords in reverse in the environment, I feel like environmental factors in your surroundings, whether this is at home, whether this is at work, or if this is describing a relationship where this dynamic is influencing your living environment at all, you maybe feel ugh, why am I having a hard time? You may be feeling, sorry, I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to say there. You may be feeling like you have to make a choice, pressured into making a choice even. But know that there is time to figure things out. So if you're kind of feeling pushed into this corner of not being able to take it anymore, that anything is better than this, and you're just going to jump at the next thing that comes along, or the next thing that sounds like a good idea that comes along, that won't necessarily work out for you for the better. So there's really this invitation to take your time, take stock, and take account all the information that you can to get as much on your side as possible, so that when it does come time where you can ground yourself and listen to your inner compass, that you're making a choice from there as opposed to one from panic or fear. Yeah, because with the Six of Pentacles is the hope or fear. You're hoping that the work that you put in is exactly what you're going to get out of this situation, but that in and of itself is unclear, because there's not much that you can actually enact or do. And again, it's that feeling of keeping faith, that knowledge that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that the seeds that you're planting now will bear fruit. what you're going through now will teach you something or be instrumental in what you have to do later. Which the Chariot is kind of the perfect potential outcome card for this reading, because the Chariot, it's the Chariot, not the charioteer, correct? So it's about it's about kind of assembling the pieces. It's making sure the wheels are aligned correctly, that the actual base or the body of the chariot itself is supportive, that these two sphinxes that are pulling it are in balance and that they can be controlled. It's not so much about movement forward, or because that's more of like the Eight of Wands energy, like I'm feeling with kind of all these eights here. The wheels have been set into motion. But it's kind of more operationally. I keep getting kind of this behind the scenes work. So the wheels could be turning and you might not be fully aware of them, Scorpio. Though I doubt that'll be for long. All right, let's get some guidance for you. Gonna be using the Gaia Oracle for you guys. This deck also has really, really good affirmations, so I will be reading that for you from the booklet. Let's get some guidance. Any messages of wisdom, healing, and guidance for Scorpio regarding the spread? Any messages of wisdom, healing, and guidance for Scorpio regarding this spread? Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. Yes. And I feel like what is really key right now, Scorpio, what you can do is to attend to and take care of your heart space. Continue to be the best influence for yourself. Continue to be conscientious of your choices and what you adopt and bring into your life. And keeping that heart space clear. So that, as I say, when the time comes to make this choice, you can make it from that truly grounded, authentic, intuitive place, as opposed to one born from chaos or fear, impulsivity, a reaction. Bottom of the deck, we do have Ganesha, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. Yes, let Spirit do the work for you. A lot of holding faith is not necessarily sitting back and doing nothing. I personally have a lot of have had a lot of contention and issues with faith, because I'm the kind of person where I like to kind of take charge of my own situation, and I like to do everything that I can to put myself in the best position that I can. There are times, though, when I do have to step back, and I've learned to kind of identify when times call for that. I'm getting better at it, but it is not my strong suit by any means. So I understand, Scorpio, that if that's you, if you feel like you need to take the reins to constantly keep yourself on track or to keep this, that, or the other thing in line for you, sometimes the best thing is doing nothing, and not necessarily nothing, but attending to yourself and making sure your needs are met. And while in that heartfelt space, humbly asking Spirit, God, whoever you choose to pray to or speak to, meditate on, humbly asking them what you'd like to see, making it clear that you'll do your part, and then allowing everything to unfold according to the spiritual path. 2525 on the counter. On this path of spiritual works. Right. Reading the affirmation for Sacred Earth Mother, card number 42. I am in essence light. I am in essence soul. I am pure creative potential. I am guided by my heart. I apply love and wisdom to all I say and do. I am in essence light. I am in essence soul. I am pure creative potential. I am guided by my heart. I apply love and wisdom to all I say and do. Work your beautiful soul, Scorpio. There's plenty there to love and plenty there to support. And I'm your biggest cheerleader. I'm right here rooting for you. And I can't wait to see what December holds for you. Alrighty then, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope this brought some peace of mind and that it resonated. If it did resonate for you, feel free to comment down below just how it resonated, or just to say hi. I love hearing from you guys. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe in order to get this message into as many hands as it can. Also, to not miss any upcoming videos from me, check out this channel's second home on Instagram for daily affirmations, additional content, as well as updates on how to book a personal reading with me. And I will see you in my next video. To the Light and the Shadows cast. Take care.